Hey y'all. So it feels like it's been 100 years since I actually made a video, and it has been a while. Um, First, I want to say a huge thank you to all of you who are present on this platform and my other platforms who are sharing, liking, commenting with, and engaging the GoFundMe video. That is so appreciated. And the GoFundMe posts on my Facebook and other platforms. Um, Second, I wanted to say from my family also appreciates you. And y'all, my face is red because I just got done eating um, beef stew and it was hot. So anyway, there's that. So, um, for those of you who have been wondering, I'm going to go ahead and share Mom's story. It is a testament to how women get treated in the medical field. Um, and I think her story needs to be told. So, about a month ago, she went to the doctor who diagnosed her with diverticulitis without ever doing a scope, because she was experiencing severe pain in her lower abdomen, in and around the bowel area. Um, Fast forward about 3 weeks, a month, she goes to the ER on the 12th with the most excruciating pain she's ever felt in her life. Just to give you a little context, my mother, through all of this is how determined and this is how much of a tolerance for pain that my mother had. She goes into the hospital. She has a stroke once they get her to the big hospital in the next county over. And she calls my sister that morning, like maybe 2 hours after she'd had her first stroke and her first thrombectomy, and calls her and was like, "Hey sis," and my sister's talking. She said, "Mom, you just had brain surgery." And she's like, "It ain't no big deal. They just stuck a straw up there and sucked out the blood clot, and I'm fine." That's how our mother was. Okay, so to tell you that we feel that she was taken, we have all felt it. We've all felt like it was not her time. We've all had those feelings. Every one of us has had those feelings, and we've expressed them, because not our mother. Okay. Um, and I mean, otherwise, besides the stage 4 pancreatic cancer that they found once they were in there, she was fine. She was perfectly fine. But that doctor did not treat her. He did not test her properly, and he was treating her for diverticulitis. So she gets to the emergency room here in our town. They send her to the next hospital in the next county over because they found the mass. They get her there. They find that there's also spots on her liver, but before all that, she had that first stroke, called my sister. She was fine. She was talking. Little to no residual side effects. No, she could still move. She could still talk. All the things. By about 10 o'clock that morning, now this is on the 13th, about 9:30, 10 o'clock that morning, she had another stroke. That one left her in distress because she was scared. That one left her where she could not hardly speak. She couldn't hardly speak at all. Like she could communicate, but it was very rough going. So my sister and I, we get down there that on the 13th, the evening of the 13th, because I had to work. She didn't have a sitter. We just could not get down there till that afternoon. So we fly down there and get there. Mom is in a way that my sister and I have never seen her before, and it was very overwhelming. So we see her. That was on the 13th. I go back on the 14th. My sister goes back, I think that following, so that's the 14th, that's on Thursday. My sister goes back on that following Sunday because I go on that Saturday. And then she was fine. She was fine. She was fine from the 13th through the 22nd, which is a visit that my daughters and I went for with my husband. We all four went down there as a family, and we visited with Mom. She was great. They had declared that she was eligible for Siskins, which is a rehab hospital, so that she could go build her body up to still be, I mean, we were talking still taking chemo treatments for the stage 4 cancer. If you don't know what stage 4 means, it means it has metastasized and has moved to other parts. They did find spots on her liver. By this time, we had biopsy results, all the things. They had put in a port even for her to do her chemo. That was on the 22nd. I'm at work on the 23rd. I get another call. My mother has suffered another stroke. Then again on the 24th, she suffered the last stroke. Her right side of her brain was completely gone. It had done so much damage. And I know this video is a long video. I'm going to be putting up there for you to hold the screen. But I want my mother's story told. And if I have to, I'll tell it again in several other videos. But I want her story told. Because at that point, we had to make decisions as a family. And if you don't ever think that you can be taught compassion for somebody that you don't care for at all, live through the situation that I am currently in and that my sister are currently in with, just live through a situation like that and you will see. You will see. The compassion will move forward, and I'm glad that it has. Because it has made things a lot smoother and a lot easier. Her husband has been completely beside himself during this whole time. He has been down there. He hardly ever left and came home. Just during the first few days whenever she was fine. But after that, he stayed. That was it. He was at the hospital and at hospice. We moved her to hospice, I think, on the 26th because she was there for about 3 days. And then she passed on Friday the 29th at 10:50 a.m. When I tell y'all, not my mom, our healthcare system has got to get better. It's got to get better. We've got to do something. And you can sit on your high horse and you can make comments to me and you can get mad at me about what I'm about to say, but voting is not doing a damn thing anymore. It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. Things just have to change. They have to change. My mother's condition, had it been caught a month ago, or maybe even a month and a half ago, when she went to the doctor with the initial pain, instead of him telling her that she just needed to have a fucking bowel movement, shit's got to change, y'all. It's got to change. Women, we've got to do something about this. You've got to stop letting these people make decisions about our bodies that have no business making decisions about our bodies. Stop perpetuating the patriarchy because they are literally unaliving us. I love y'all. Have a good day, and if you've stayed this far, thank you. Leave me a frog. And fuck cancer.